Hey guys, Max150 here. Today we're gonna do a little bit of a different video. Again, to keep things mixed up, but mainly I wanted to do this because I woke up today, checked on my account, and look at all these defenses we have here. The thing is that they're all from the global #1 player, all of them. Unfortunately, as you guys can see, some of these replays we can no longer see. The most recent ones we can see, but there's really nothing going on because he's just literally goes in and then he kind of quits. But I wanted to share this with you guys because how often do you get the #1 player in the world, fail on your base, right? But I wanted to talk a little bit about that also because of a few changes that I made on my base. By the way, if you guys noticed, I just bought a lightsaber right there. If you guys see it, I mean, the shipping box is still right here on the left side. I literally just got it and I was playing with it. It's actually right here. This is a Darth Vader lightsaber from Hasbro. It's pretty cool, freaking sweet. It's really heavy. I'm not trying to promote this by any chance. I just think it's cool. You can turn it on. It looks like the glow doesn't really come up much on camera. Mainly because there's so much light coming from the windows. But come on, this is so sweet. I've always said I'm a bit bigger Star Trek fan. So, not that crazy about Star Wars. I mean, I have watched all the movies and I do like them. But if you don't like lightsabers, there's something wrong with you because they're just super awesome. Anyhow, on to the base. So last night I was just playing and then I logged off because I was done pushing. And then I logged back in just to look at the base, and then I noticed that I got attacked one time, but it was a failed attack, which was the first attack here last night. Let me see if I can find it. It was probably this one. Yeah, this first attack. Unfortunately, we can no longer see it. He went in with RZCM, lost all of them. Also notice that he does have only 3 offensive statues because he's a #1 player. So after that, this other player tried to attack me to TG here, and he fell twice too. So good for him. I'll just claim the reward here. But I wanted to focus on #1, which his name, by the way, is Yetoi Chanlong Hoi Zhongseng, which is a truth dragon emerging from the oceans. Pretty sweet name in Chinese. Anyhow, by the way, I speak Cantonese if you guys don't want to get it mixed up. I am Chinese, but I speak Cantonese. Most of these players speak Mandarin, so we're a different type of Chinese, if that kind of makes sense to you. Anyhow, just thought I'd make a point of it. I know it's pointless chatter, but this is exactly what Let's Play episodes are about. It's just for talking. Anyhow, he attacked me last night, and I logged on, and I was like, oh crap, he's attacking me. And then I kind of watched the replay, and this is not the first time he attacked me. In fact, he raided me maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. But at that point, I didn't make any changes on my base. So this time I was thinking, is there anything else I can do to kind of try to make it more difficult for him? He uses RZCM, essentially. He kind of smokes them through this path here, all the way behind this mortar. It's too bad I don't have the replay. It's such a shame. And then he'll just, wear down the base from the corner, and then he'll walk the troops through this path up here, ending up on the quarry over this side, and then he'll come down and take down this rocket launcher. So what I did is mainly these rocket launchers, these 2 on the sides, they were actually kind of like up here before. So they were very close to each other. So what I did was I moved them down. So they're really far away from each other. So then the troops aren't able to stand on one on the blind spot of both of these rocket launchers. So that's why I spread them out a lot. I changed the position of this flamethrower and the boom cannon, and I also spread out the mortars just by one tile. And apparently that made the whole difference. Oh, well, also I rearranged some of these mines because when he smokes up through this path, I put a couple of mines over here, and these 3 were always here. But when you have such limited amount of powder, it's definitely crucial to have a good mine placement. So anyways, I made a few changes to that, and then when I woke up today, I found out that I defended, I don't know how many times in here. Look at that. These are all defense against him, which is pretty awesome. And then he switched to Heavy Zuka. I don't know what the plan was here. Unfortunately, he didn't really carry on totally with the attack, so he'll just wear down one of the rocket launchers. And then, just smoke Zukas, and then all the heavies. And then he tries to go all the way to the back, obviously to the blind spot of the rocket launcher, but I don't know. He doesn't seem like he was very happy with it because he just gets to that point, and then he starts retreating. So I don't really know what the attack was going to be at all. I have no clue. And I think he does the same on the next few attacks. I mean, and it's a shame that these are the ones that we can see, but not the ones that he actually executed. But anyhow, nothing you can do about that. So again, and I think these are all the same. Takes down one rocket launcher, smoke them all down here, then throw the smoke all the way far deep into the base. I don't think he likes the fact that 2 or 3 of those Zookas kind of spread out and then they get themselves killed. So he just kind of he just retreats there. And I think this will be probably the same thing. There we go. Ooh, all head on. Seems like he can't find a proper path for dropping off these troops. And by the way, guys, this is not just this player. It happens, I think, to every top player. When you're fixated on trying to take down a base, it happens to me every single night when I attack. I do the same thing. If I feel like the landing is not excellent, I just don't carry on with it and I just retreat. So yeah, I just thought I'd share with you guys because usually global number 1s are always able to raid me, but this one finally we were able to defend a little bit, which I'm very happy for. So I think this base layout is working well for me, so I'm going to keep it here until people figure it out and I start getting raided again. So the other thing that I wanted to do, guys, was to look at a couple of these bases from you guys because I've had a few requests and honestly they're starting to pile up a little bit and I'm not able to catch up with them. But the last few videos I've been making have been just about 12 to 15 minutes long, and if I add a base review to that, it'll just drag it to like 20 minutes, so I think that would be too long for a video. So that's why I haven't been doing it recently, but I thought we'd just take the opportunity and we'll just review 3 bases in this video. And I think it's great that we can start here with Nighthawks, and the person who contacted me here was Jammer Hammer, who by the way has a YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, his channel is Jammer Hammer, and he's getting ready for a push, and he has a great amount of prototype parts, power powder. He's determined to get to, I guess, global number 1, I suppose. And he even told me that he's coming for me. So, dude, you can take my spot anytime. I am pretty much done with my own push. The first thing I'm going to tell you, Jammer, good luck on your push if you're determined to do so. But I think you're crazy because pushing is just not recommended. At this point, after I've been doing it, yeah. If any of you guys want to push, God, don't do it. Just save yourself the agony of it. I mean, you can push up to like something like a logo, like local number 20 or something. Sorry, or like global number 50, and that's it. But if you're aiming high like I was, thinking that you can get to global top 10, man, that is such a dread. But then again, I have no skill, so if you have the skill, you can probably do it a lot easier than I do. But anyways, so Jammer Hammer, he's a fully maxed out player. Obviously, his videos are focused on saving resources so he can max out his base. I know he's finally maxed out and now he's working on getting power powder. I know he has a crap ton of, I don't know why are you hiding all your statues, dude? He has a lot of power stone chances. I guess they're over here. Oh, he put 1 ice statue. Alright, I'm not sure what the point of putting the ice and saving power powder at the same time is, but to each his own. I would have personally have, I had 7 power stone chances and I just saved power powder, and when I decided to put the ice, I just switched all throughout. But maybe he's doing it in a slower way. Maybe he's just putting 2 ice and then let his power powder creep up until he can't climb anymore, and then he'll switch into more ice. That's probably what he's trying to do. Shield generator 1, that's a joke, and putting it in front of the HQ, it's an absolute joke also. So the shield should always be either on the side or behind the HQ. I don't think it ever works in front of it, and this base layout is just asking to be rated. I'm not sure what the plan is. It's probably just a fun layout, I guess, to have fun, because this is not good for pushing, and it's definitely not a Doom Cannon 1. But I know you're on the right track, Jammer. I know you have the power powder. I know you have the base maxed out. I know you have prototype parts. You just need a strong base layout and then start ripping bases every day on a single basis. Trust me, soon enough, I'll be getting messages from you telling me that was crazy and you shouldn't have done it. But like I said, to each his own. Best of luck on your base. Your base is looking pretty decent. You just need a better layout. Plus, 993 victory points. You're probably not getting rated much anyways. That's pretty low still. So moving on to the next base. It's in a task force named Derek and Jessica, which I think this is the only one. Although it's tough when you find a base that a task force that only has 2 members, and it's a closed task force. So I'm not too sure. So guys, if you'd like to watch me feature your base in the channel, just tell me the name of your base, and then give me the code of your task force, because that's the best way to find it, instead of the name of your task force. So just tell me, it's the code that starts with the hashtag or the pound sign. Just make sure you include that so I can find your task force, immediately, instead of having to shuffle through names. So anyhow, Derek and Jessica, this is the only task force with that name that I was able to find. So Derek here, it's at level 60 with 672 victory points. And it looks like he's saying that he has a lot of good ice statues in his storage, because right now he's full offense. I can see that. So he's thinking of a push. He just wanted to have my feedback. So right now I can see your base layout is pretty decent. I like the positioning of all of these defenses. Although for pushing, I don't think a hot pot is the best way to go. I always recommend a shield personally. And it's obvious. If you notice, every top player on any leaderboard, they will always have a shield or laser beam and a shock blaster. So those are the way to the prototype defenses to go with. In addition to that, I also noticed that you're at level 60. Sorry. And that's actually still pretty low. I mean, it means that your flamethrowers are pretty low level. The cannons are low level. I mean, look at these little babies here. Yeah, the base needs to be maxed out before you do a push. Even if you're trying to get something like 1,000 or 1,200 victory points, I still recommend having a maxed out base, just because you're gonna need defenses, or at least to make it tougher on your opponents to take you down. If you make your base too easily available for raiding, then you'll never be able to climb up on victory points. But I'm glad that you have a resource reward here. So just focus on maxing out your base, Derek. And then once you're at level 63, probably that's when you can start pushing, depending on how high you want to get. If you want to get on top of every leaderboard, then you're going to have to be fully maxed out. If you're just aiming for, like I said, 1,200, 1,300, then maybe level 63 would be enough to start pushing there. All right, so best of luck to you too. His name is Skizo, actually, not Schizo. And he just wanted us to take a look at his base. His goal is to reach the global number 50, which is not that bad, I think. What's the global leaderboard right now? Like 1480? It's totally doable. And he's on the right track right away. I love seeing all these Power Stone chances. I personally love PSC statues. I've had them for a long time before I started my own push. Well, none of these are perfect though, which is unfortunate. 30% is perfect, and 75 is good here. Well, he has 74, which is pretty great. 42, 32. Wow, he has perfect offensive statues. So you're you're doing really great, Skizo. So if you want to get to global top 50, you're certainly in position to do so. You're a maxed out player, or at least almost maxed out. I see you're working on this flamethrower. So all you need to do now, depending on how much power powder you have, did you tell me how much you have? Yes, you did. Oh, so you have a pretty, with the amount of power powder you have, you'll definitely make it to top 50 and way beyond that if you want, actually. By the way, let me know how much victory points does it take to be number 1 in Romania. I'm curious to know that. But yes, if you're going to do so, all you have to do is switch all of these little suckers for ice. I mean, that's what I would do. You can go with 4 ice, 6 offense, or 5. It's up to you, but I think anything 4-6 is good enough to get you to global, definitely. So having 6 offensive statues to attack with is actually a huge advantage over a lot of people. So if you go with 4 ice, 6 offensive, then you'll definitely make it into global top 50. And I know you did say that you don't want to spend any money, so if that's the case, then go with 5 maybe. So 5 ice, 5 offense. It depends on what you want to do. Also, these Doom Cannons, they need to go. They're useless for pushing. Again, go with a strong base layout. Either go with a double shield if you can do it. Although, remember, I always said in my videos, never put out a double shield base if you have less than 5 ice statues, because otherwise it's just completely useless. You're better off putting a single shield with a laser beam. So yes, definitely put at least 1 shield and then go with the laser beam. Laser beams are hot nowadays, so just go with one of those. And if that doesn't work for you, you can always change, which is a great thing about Boom Beach. If one particular layout or a prototype defense doesn't work for your particular base, go ahead and change it to something else that may work for you. And I think you'll be fine. 1,400 and something victory points for top 50 is really not that bad. It just takes some discipline. You just have to keep playing thoroughly every day, push little by little, and please don't get obsessed over the game like I did, because that's just probably the biggest mistake I've done. All right, so best of luck to you. I think you have a great chance, Skizo, to do it. You have a great goal, which is just top 50, and I'm sure you can do it. And depending on how much, I don't know how many people play in Romania, but if it's one of those countries where there's not a lot of people playing, and if getting to global top 50 will at the same time get you to your local number one, then I think that's a great deal. So best luck to you. Let me know how that push goes, Andre. All right. Okay, guys, so we're going to end the video right there. Hopefully you guys liked it. It's just all chatter, but you know, that's what these Let's Talk videos are. If you guys like to feature your base in the channel, again, just leave me a comment down below, and then make sure you tell me the name of your base and give me the code of your task force, and then we'll make sure to put it on here. Okay, guys? Until then, keep on booming. I'm Max 115. See you next time.